Hey everybody, let's take a few breaths up. Good morning, and listen to your body, and we'll have a good time. We'll go up, exhale, lower, and breathe in, up. Exhale, lower, breathe in, up. And you can catch your fingers at the top and push through your palms up and over. Breathe in. It's like you're stretching your forearms, your hands, your shoulders, your sides, your back. And then lower down, and then take your fingers behind you and just open up. Breathe in. And then one more little warm up, just a flexion and extension. Just kind of get some blood flow in the shoulders, the hips, the back. Breathe in. And then just roll a vertebra up at a time. And then we're going to take our dyno band. Take our dyno band and put your hands palms up and behind you at the shoulders. The first is an exhale to push out. Exhale to push out. Good. Now, if you care to add on, you can lift up your heels with your arms pressing. So, Catherine, you might just stick with the arms. See how that feels. And hello, Jean. Good morning. Can you hear me? There you go. It's connecting to audio. Now you can hear me, huh? All right, push out. The palms are up still. There's a little bit of a balance point at the top if you're adding your heel raises. The modification would be just do the arms. Exhale, or if there's any sensitivity in the shoulders, the modification would be stay more narrow, okay? So there's always a way to tweak some things. All right, so the knees are long but soft. You can think about each toe head getting equal weight. All right, try two more. And try one more. Really good. Now we're going to stand on the band. One heel will be easier, two heels will be harder. Some of that depends on what your band strength is and what your body length is. So just do what's right. Don't worry about what anyone else is doing. Bend the elbows. And as you do that, check your wrist and see. Hello, everybody. Hello, Miss Julie. Good morning. Good morning. And you've got the palms facing up. A modification would be that you have a neutral grip. So if there's something that doesn't feel right with your grip or your elbow with this, you can always hold it like you have a hammer in your hand. Check your wrists though, they're neutral, whichever position you take. Check your knees, they're soft, they're not locking backwards. And you have a long neck, which another way to say that is your shoulder blades are down the back. Exhaling and inhaling. These are your carrying muscles, your picking up muscles. All right, 5. Exhale, 4. Good. 3, 2, 1. Very good. And now we're going to flip our hands over. So you see how my palms are now facing my thighs? If you have only one foot, put 2 in now, and you might even separate your feet if you have 2 feet on the band. This one is a little easier. This one is also wrist neutral. So if you were to look down at your wrists, they're in line with your forearms. You're not forcing them down straight. Does that make sense? So your palms are even at a tilt, your hands are at a tilt, because your wrists are neutral. There shouldn't be any extra tension. Now let your elbows be higher than your wrist. Don't let your wrist lead the way. Does that make sense? So if you look, your elbows are higher than your wrist. You're not doing a flip of the wrist at the top. So exhale, check the knees, they're soft. The neck is soft. And when I move it, it's just a way to check it. Exhale, 10, good. Let the elbows be higher. 9, 8, and 7, good. You're holding on to your band so your fingers aren't left behind you, but you're not death gripping your band. Let's do 3 more, and do 2 more, and do 1 more. Release that. Now one hand is going to be at the head in the back. One hand is going to be at the low back. You're going to push your elbow up tall. 2, good. 3, 4, and as you exhale, 5, you're lengthening your elbow up, 6, 7, 8, and your ribs are gently pulled down, 9 with your abs, 10, 10 more, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, it should be burden, 20 should be fatigue. Take the other side. What we'd like is to have a challenging weight that's hard to complete. In other words, it's challenging at the final repetitions. It feels like you couldn't do any more reps, but that you can maintain your form. 5, exhale, 6 as you push, 7, 8, the way you make it harder is grab more band, 9, make the distance shorter between your hands, 10, and then 11, the way you make it easier is give yourself a little more band between the hands, 13, control up and control down. So that way you're not flailing your arms quickly, 6, you're trying to feel it on the up and on the return, 18, 19, 20, really good. Take a band underneath your heel. Now, I'm going to change weight to a slightly lighter one because I have a heavier band, and this is a long a long arm exercise, double joint. So you've got the shoulder, the elbow, the wrist, all going out to the side. So you may have a lighter weight than what we just did. Good, you are out to the side, but you can see your hand. It's not drifting behind you. Your body stays the same. It doesn't tilt away from the arm. So there is a little tone right here. Good, and the neck isn't doing it, just this shoulder, the shoulder. Your wrist is neutral, meaning it's flat. You have the band, but you're not gripping more than you need to with your hands. Good. Go into about shoulder height. Switch it up. Now we're going to put your heel on the band and go to the other arm. Go out like a T. It's a little bit ahead of the T, so you can see your hand. Your body's tall. That's the muscle. You can feel it. Deltoid. 7, 8. Get a little bit of ab tone. 9. Notice how your body's not shifting. 10. Knees long. 11. But soft. 12. Body tall. 13. Jawline parallel to the floor. 14. 15. Control on the way up. 16. And on the way down. 17. Feel the shoulder. 18. 19. 20 to the front. Now we're going to switch the heel. Knees are long but soft. Theoretically, you could do a lot of these exercises sitting in a chair if you can find out how the band just doesn't get in the way. So if you ever needed another modification, you can do these, a lot of them seated. 7. Good. 8. Your wrist is long. You notice you're breathing fluidly, you're not holding the breath. Another thing you can do is breathe a little longer on the inhale and exhale than you get to do in daily life. This is a great chance to be concentrating on the body health. And 16, and so it's getting fatiguing. If I need more length, I just scoot over a little bit. 18, 19, so we don't compromise our form. Now the other side for 20, just lift up that foot, step on it with your other one. You go up. The first 1 or 2, you might say, oh, I need more tension. So you stand on more of the band. Easy adjustments to make with these dynabands and elastic tubings. You're making sure you're not leaning back. 10. Your ribs are over your pelvis. 13. Everyone looks good. 14. 15. Good team. 16. Right here. 17. These are really nice to travel with too because they don't take up much space. Really good. All right. Now take your band. I'm going to get the heavier one again and take it overhead so that you have this Y. and you pull down. So can you see how it's right in front of my nose? Not in the back, it's right in front of my nose. Touch your chest, go to the front, Miss Julie. Let your band go to the front. Yeah, and then up, and then nice, Catherine, good. So exhale, exhale. Now, even though I'm using my arms, if you notice, I'm not using my neck. I'm not using my upper trapezius muscle. I'm not using that. My neck is long, my shoulder blades are down the back. So from what I can tell, and just keep it to the front, Julie, on these. We're just gonna go right in front of our nose. Yep, and up and right in front of our nose. So keep it in front, just in front. So it's not going behind us yet. Now take a moment to do a little release of tension. This is a stretch. Arms up and behind, hold. Notice, it may not, you just see if it works for you, but you want to keep your ear in line with the shoulder and you don't want your head to come forward. Does that make sense? So it's like there's a drawer and you pull your ear in line with the shoulder and then you're going to go back. So I call that retraction. You're just putting your head in neutral. So from the side, the ear in line with the shoulder is neutral. Breathe in. Lower it another inch or two. Make sure your wrists aren't, watch my wrist, make sure they're not back here, but they're neutral. So anytime I can be easy on the joints, I'm going to be easy on the joints. Now go back a little bit. Now, yeah, that was good. So you notice how the head kind of wants to do that, but you don't let it. You're keeping your neutral alignment. How about another inch? You see how that is so good for the posture muscles? Breathe in. Now, when you come out, it should be like you're feeling it's easier to be here. We're going to pick up some hand weights. So if you have some hand weights that are good for bicep curls, grab them. It could be anywhere from 5 to 10 pounds. And gonna hold on. You can do these seated too, Catherine. The palms are gonna face up. You're gonna be like this. Now do a couple until you can see if you need to change your grip. Let me show you a different grip if you do. Your hammer would be a different grip. You can do what feels the best on your joints. Make sure the hands are, make sure the elbows don't hyperextend. Make sure the knees don't hyperextend. Good. Your wrists are strong and neutral. You're breathing calmly. And if you're seated, sometimes you have to be kind of towards the front of the seat so that you don't run out of room, right? Yeah, just scooch forward. Good, these are the carrying muscles. Good, notice how the shoulders are down the back. They're not getting kicked forward. We're going to be putting these down for a moment, so let those down. You're going to interlace your fingers at your low back. It's going to look like this, and then try to lift your arms higher, 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 without poking the head forward. Breathe in, breathe in, breathe in. I like this stretch. You can just do it during the day too. Breathe in. And this is a little wider. Knock on the door of life. Catherine, just stay seated on this so you don't even think about torquing your knee. It's like your loose leaves in the wind and you just shake. You're basically just kind of shaking it out. Yeah, 4, 3, releasing tension, even in your hands. I like to shake out even the hands, 2. And then 1. Now we're going to take the hand weights that you could do this with, overhead press. So it could be 3 to 10, somewhere in there. It might be a little less than the biceps if the biceps felt fatigued at the final reps. I'm just coming down because I could see that my screen was, that I was almost out of my screen. So push up. Now when you exhale, good. You're lengthening, good. Hey, you have a little rib abtone near your ribs. But notice I'm not lifting my shoulders near my ears. I'm just lifting the arms. All right, try 10 more. 9, 8, 7, 6. All right, hold 5 more if you can. 5 more. 4, good. 3, 2. Now we're going to do another one, and then we're going to lower the hand weight, so gently, and take your elbow and hold it like you're patting yourself on the back. Now we're going to add a lean and hold over. Good. I just saw that a 79-year-old woman was the oldest woman to compete in the World Ironman Championship. And then I saw an 81-year-old finished a marathon. And then I shot a match, and a man who was 70 and he moved like he was 50, 40. So I just want to share those stories because that's the story we're going to entrain with, of aging with flexibility, strength, mobility, agility, balance. The training is more important than the aging part. So we're training. All right, now this one's triceps. You could take 2 hand weights that are, and there it's going to be overhead press. So you could take 2 hand weights that's maybe 3 to 6 pounds, let's say each, or one heavier, like a 10 or an 8 or 15. So you can put the hand weights, I like to gently touch them and then press up. And if this weren't to serve your shoulders, you could also do wall push-ups and work the triceps that way. Now, when your arms are overhead in life or right now in training, you want to have some ab tone. Yeah. Is that okay? Yeah, there you go. Good. All right, good, Cap. Karen, that's good. Because the ribs are so easy to flare forward, the low back's easy to get lordotic. So we have some ab tone. All right, keep going. Good, chin is up. Try 5 more. 4, 3, 2, go long, Betty, long, and then let that go. Take that out. And we're gonna take half moon stretch. So reach I'm gonna stand up. So take your arm up and over. I'm gonna add us a foot cross. And I want you to just enjoy the rotation. You could do it seated too, Catherine. So it's just up to you what you need to do. Breathe, and I like a rotation because of the way it gets your back. When you rotate forward, and your QL in particular, and when you rotate up, you get your obliques. You get the shoulders in all those stretches too. Now take another inhale, and up and over, and stretch. Those of you that took the class yesterday and we rolled out our lats, I can still feel the benefit of that. I hope you do too. Breathe in, stretch, rotate, even stretch through your fingers. Give them some stretching, some spreading. Breathe in. And then this is just sort of informal, but take your arms up and around. You can add your legs too, but Catherine, you don't have to. Just circle them big and around. Try to get them as big as circles as you can. The shoulders do so much for us, and they get rounded forward without some movements like this. So one more time, take either an interlaced finger position or put your palms together, flip the fingers up, and do prayer pose behind you, whichever one serves you today. So breathe. 5, the intention is a shoulder stretch. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now let me tell you the weight we're going to do next. It looks like this. This is probably going to be a 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe an 8 pound weight. And you're going to look like the letter T. Good, Jean, that's it. You go out. Now you're not going higher than the shoulder. We're really trying to maximize our good stuff, our benefits, and reduce any risk. So you exhale as you lift. You can see your weights in your peripheral vision. They're not drifting behind you. You can see that your knees are soft but long. Your neck is soft but long. Your wrists are long and open and open. Good, you're doing great. I like the continuous breath as opposed to the holding the breath. Relaxing with your exhales any muscles you don't need. We need the shoulders and we need some ab tone, but we don't need any jaw tension or neck tension. Good. You got it. Let's take, that's it, one more. Now, stay here or lower the weights down. You remember cow face where you pat yourself on the back and then your other arm comes up? Hold on to that one. 10, 9, 8, cow face stretch. 7, 6. This is another one where you want a little ab tone. And keep going, guys. Inhale. I'm just coming in so I can see you closer and everybody looks good. Switch it up. Cleopatra arms other side. Jawline parallel to the floor. Another trick, if you feel like you're pretty close, is push that elbow back or grab a dynaband and hold on to something behind you that lets you walk the hands in closer. Breathe in. And then this is really just informal, but get some circulation in there. This is something you can do all during the day too, so they don't get rigid. All right, we are going to add a hand stretch, pull down, draw your shoulder blade down. This is also a great forearm stretch. Yeah, lengthen your elbow, Julie, on the right arm and see if that, yes, see if that gets you better. Try your other hand and lengthen the elbow on the hand you're stretching. Drop your shoulders. You've got it. Isn't that nice? Okay, so I love these. Shake it out a little bit, an informal shake. Now we're gonna put the arm weights like this. So it's gonna be a front raise, maybe a little lighter than your last one. I'd say 3 to 8 pounds, 3 to 7 or 6 pounds. Go forward. Now feel your sturdiness like a tree trunk that you're not shifting back, right? You're just lifting your arms, but you have the stability in your body that lets you not shift your body back so that your arms can go forward. Notice my feet are a little wider on this one. For me, that helps me stay sturdy and sturdier than that, you know? So just find it's like a little bracing, but not overly tension. So your neck is soft. A little bit harder than the lateral raises, aren't they? And go forward. And go forward. And go forward. All right, let's try 5 more. And the trick is if modification, if it's too hard, you just do 1 at a time to finish out. And that makes it a lot easier to handle. So let's just do 2 more. Now what we're gonna do is go down to the floor. So if you haven't had a drink yet, I know I haven't cued it, grab a sip and then let's meet on the floor. I'm gonna tilt my screen down. So if you need to do the same, please do. We're gonna wrap the heaviest band you have around your feet. Another trick could be you take 2 bands and you wrap them around your feet. So either the heaviest band or 2. I have a purple, that's a pretty solid weight. So I'm gonna do 1 and I'm gonna cross it like an X. Now, then, so walk your fingers forward. I'm not even in the handles because I have long arms and as soon as we pull, we want tension. So if you don't feel it, then walk your fingers more forward and then we want tension. Ready? Fabulous posture. I'm gonna turn to you guys, but I still am keeping the same exercise. I just want to be able to see you straight on without hurting my neck or turning it. You see my feet? Yeah, okay. Good. Looks good, Karen. Looks good. Jean, looks good. This one should feel good. Yeah, good. Way to modify, Catherine. Just throw your legs out on the couch. See, that's a great, isn't it creative? You can usually find creative ways to help the body. I like a palm up grip on this. It's also fun to do a neutral grip, which means the palms are facing each other and the thumb and first finger are facing up. So just kind of find what works for you. In other words, what's the easiest on your wrist? And get ready. We are going to turn one. So rotate and pull one side. Now rotate and turn one side. Your legs don't move. your neck goes along for the ride. What this does is challenge or work thoracic mobility, and that's what keeps we need mobility in our thoracic spine to prevent that rounded upper back dowager hump that people would get without intervention. Upper back, rotation. Upper back, so your neck should feel good with this. You're not leading with your neck. It's like you're leading with the sternum or the other side of your sternum, the thoracic spine. I like to try to see if I can get equal rotations because a lot of us are a little bit rotationally right. So just see if your left side gets that same. One more each. Now let that go, grab a lighter band, and we're going to do external rotation. You're going to grab a lighter band, here it is, and external rotation. So cross your band like an X, still put it around your feet, cross it like an X, and then put your elbows very close to your rib cage. Your neck is soft. You open up just the forearms. Yep. Good. Good. Yep, and they're parallel to the floor, so Gina doesn't have to lower it all, it's just going to be parallel. This one you could do without a band during your day, and that would be a nice way to complement the forward internal rotation we get so much in life with our daily task. I had a feeling she'd come in. Oh, girl. Come on in. She does her own thing, guys. Lift your elbows and open up. She follows her bliss. She just wanted to make sure I'm in here, and then she's like, okay, I'm going outside. So go out, 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 and out. Now this I love too because it's the rear shoulder. The rear shoulder is so important for posture. Oh, are you burning yet? I hope you're burning. In the nicest of ways, I hope you're burning. All right, good. All right, we have to take a stretch because that's a lot. So any way you want to sit, take one arm up and over, either hand here or hand here. And even through your fingers. Now, yeah, find a way that you feel like you can balance. This arm that's in the air, it's going to go behind you and add a rotation. Now we're going to do those two on the other side. So the hand that was behind you, it now can either go to your knee or, like Karen, you liked it here. Like, it doesn't matter because this is the intention. The stretch is the intention. That's what matters. The rest is sort of, how do I get there? Breathe into this side. Neck is easy. Enjoy. Oh gosh, girl, looks good. Yeah, that's it. Perfect, Julie. That's exactly where you want to feel it. Now the hand that's in the air, it goes behind you. It's just sort of like a kickstand keeping you up. Now rotate. Breathe in. Neck is easy. And then this is the, can you take a bound angle or just fold over your legs like Catherine, you might like that one instead. Just take a gentle forward fold, nothing aggressive, just about 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1, and then lift up and take your ear to shoulder like this. Now what you can do with this arm is pull it down like you're trying to pick up something. This arm could do this. Yeah. And then relax your shoulders. Breathe in. Breathe in and up, neutral, other side. Michelle, that looks a little better today. Like maybe it's less tense. Good, Betty. And then come back up and place your hands on your heart and take a moment to breathe into that heart. Today is a new day. Today is a new day to look for all the miracles in my experience. going to keep my eyes open and notice all of the wonderful things in my field, some things that I might have even taken for granted in the past. I'm just going to notice the vibrancy of nature, the beauty in people, the miracle of the body, the miracle of the world. Today I'm going to look for appreciations to uplift. With so much appreciation to you guys, thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. Thank you so much. I will talk to you soon.